The countdown is coming to an end with just 2 days left till Election Day. Good evening, I'm Jessica Debus. Americans are gearing up for Tuesday's close race. Here in town, local parties have been ramping up their efforts to bring in wins for their team. KEZI 9 News reporter Nat Nguyen is live in the studio to kick off our coverage of Your Voice, Your Vote. Nat?
Jessica, Lane County Democrats say the race is tight this year, and not just nationally, but here at home, too. Oregon candidates traveled throughout the state this weekend, even making a stop here in Eugene to garner those last votes in hopes of coming out with the victory on Election Day. With only 2 days left for Oregon voters to get their ballots in,
you are fired up and ready to go!
Political leaders took to the streets, vying for those last votes. Democratic candidates gathered at their campaign office on Lincoln Street to rally in troops and make one last push.
And in these final hours, we need your help more than ever.
You know, so many folks got their ballot and it sits on their kitchen cabinet, and they're thinking about the races and they're hearing some advertising and thinking, I'm going to vote sooner or later, but they kind of lose track of when the election really is. So it's so important to make a big push this final weekend.
Campaign volunteers say only 36% of Lane County residents are registered to vote. So candidates know their future is in the hands of just over a third of their constituents.
These last few days are going to be critical. There are a whole lot of races that are on the line. They're going to be decided by a small number of votes.
We're trying to engage our voters to energize them, excite them about this election.
Candidates called on their supporters.
We've got to fight back against the money by turning out a popular vote.
And they're doing that over the phone.
This is Evangelina. I'm calling with the Democratic Party of Oregon.
And going door to door.
So we need to go that way. Hey, is Laura available?
Making sure Lane County residents know how much their vote matters.
Your time, your energy really does make a difference in these races, so I really appreciate your willingness to come out today, even in the glorious Oregon sunshine. So thank you so very much.
Though these candidates and their volunteers bleed blue, they say their goal is to make sure everyone's voice, left or right, is heard.
Citizen participation matters, the issues matter, so please get that ballot in.
It's too late now to mail in your ballots, but you can drop them off to an official ballot drop box near you. To find out where, log on to KEZI.com and click on news links. Live in the studio, Nat Nguyen, KEZI 9 News.